Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20.
Play fake. Hill. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Just beating the play clock is Hill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Hill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
It's 3rd down.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First down, Carolina.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
36-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Hill. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he's got room. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Miles Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
For the extra point.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7. Buccaneers nothing.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They run with Patterson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Score again here on first down. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked them down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now it's Hill. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Lewis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Throwing on third down, Hill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, it's Gore. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Frank Gore.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Kill, kill, kill. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The 19-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gore. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Watch the safety creep. Check 99. Check 99.
On third down, they'll run with Gore. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
DJ Reed on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They go play fake, and it's Hill on the move to his left. He'll try and run it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Hill now operating from the red zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Rolling open to his right. Caught on the slant. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And this carries into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Rivers finding Harris over the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And 4.
Hey, let's get this, get this. 51 for Mike, boy, 51. Here we go, 51.
Throwing, Rivers. Jordan Reed has it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st down, it's Patterson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And 6.
Rivers now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 8 and a first down.
The 44-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson.
number 30.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Now Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. Open man is Higgins. That catch good for only a couple. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Now a carry for Sanders, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
So here we go on 4th. Hill sliding out of the pocket. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On first down, it's Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 32.
Play action. It's Hill. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
4 yards brings up 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Agnew on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Come on. 51.
On second down, Rivers again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hill, flush to his right. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Hill steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They'll roll him out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 4th down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. A shotgun snap for Hill. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand.
It's a turnover on downs.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost.
Oh, that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Panther first down.
Here's Sanders. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Making the play that time, Thomas Davis from his linebacker spot. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hill escaping the pressure right. Winds up, and this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Okay, just like that. Just like
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, Rivers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You got tight. You got tight right there. 36. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Red. On
3rd down, Yeldon. And he went back backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now T.J. Yeldon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Rivers. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 at the
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Switch it, switch it. Hey, check 24.
They run the counter. Patterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard.
Jalen Richard, the ball carrier. A loss of 9 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever